just find that perfect form of star. We have that pitch with all the story artists come together and they're just throwing everything out there. We had so much fun, but what wonderful that came out of that was that star form got reduced to this round ball.
Stell dir einen Ort vor, wo Wünsche in Erfüllung gehen. Wo alles, was dein Herz sich wünscht, wahr werden kann. Was, wenn ich dir sage, dass dieser Ort ganz nah ist? Alles, was du tun musst, ist deinen Wunsch mir zu geben.
Thank you very much and congratulations to your movie. Can you tell us about the origin and development of the idea for this project?
So the idea came early on. We knew we were going to do a movie that would celebrate the 100th anniversary, and it was several years, out. But we wanted to do an original story, original songs, original characters, but we didn't have a concept yet. So we took a frame from each one of our movies, each one of our features, and pinned them up on one bulletin board. So you could see 100 years of Disney animation right there and all the different styles and colors and all that. And it was great. And that was a big variety there, but what the constant was in a lot of the films was a character wishing on a star. And so we felt like, it's gotta be that. We also felt like Walt was sort of whispering in our ear, a little bit like, it's gotta be about wishing.
Visually, the film looks like a mix of old-fashioned animation and the modern digital animation. What was your intention behind it, and could you describe the, I think it's called Meander animation tool, and how it plays out in the film?
Yeah, it was our goal to do two things with this film, right? To honor the legacy and also look to the future. So we went back to look at the art style that inspired Walt in the early years, film like Snow White and Pinocchio. And they both have this watercolor storybook look. So we thought, let's take that look. We're inspired by it. And we have the technology that we've been developing now to be able to take the audience to walk right into that storybook. And the techniques that we have worked on in the shorts like Paperman, Feast, Far From the Tree really help us as a building blocks to come up with this new technology, something that we were not able to do before in the feature film.
And you worked with a larger aspect ratio than usual. Why the decision, and why aren't all animated films implemented with it?
It seemed like it was just so special. I think what happened was we all got back together after being at home, working a lot from home during the pandemic, and so it was just nice to be back in the building together, and we were watching the movies on the big screen again. And then we thought, oh my gosh, what a fantastic way to celebrate the 100th anniversary than to go back to that wider screen, something we hadn't done since Sleeping Beauty. And so we just all got excited about it as film buffs, and
it looks beautiful.
Yeah, so we're very happy that we did.
The film questioned and criticized the power of the monarch, and yet nothing changed in the happy ending, except that the Queen now takes on the leading role. Wouldn't a modern statement towards democracy have made sense here?
Well, we lean heavily into the archetype of fairy tale. There's a battle of good and evil, right? And in this way, in this story, the king wanted to control the wishes, and the film poses a question like, isn't it better to pursue your dreams yourself, even though life is full of risk and uncertainty? So we explore that as a theme.
Yeah, the plot is designed more classically as a fairy tale with a monarchy and people who don't know that they are being oppressed. What message do you want to convey with this?
Well, I think the message that we'd love to convey, it went back to early on, sort of the one theme we had pinned up on our board, or in our room, was that there's no greater power in the universe than someone with a true wish in their heart. And that seemed, that is, you watch the movie, and that truly is what plays out.
Was there a special moment during the film's production that will stay with you both?
Oh.
To me, we have explored different form of star, the character star, right? Used to be like a shapeshifter, have many voices, and at some point we were like, all right, story team, we gotta narrow it down, you know, just find that perfect form of star. And we have that pitch with all the story artists come together and they're just throwing everything out there. We had so much fun, but what wonderful that came out of that was that star form got reduced to this round ball, which at first people were like, what? Is that too simple? But to us, it speaks to the art of animation, and bouncing balls is everyone first lesson in animation. And then our character design went and add a heart-shaped mask that reminiscing of Mickey, and we thought, that's a perfect way to go. This is our character.
And you started both out as an animator or story artist and have now moved on to directing. Was that your dream, and what wishes do you still have for the future?
Ooh, yeah, that's a great question. It was not my dream to become a director. I loved animating. I had friends who saw something in me that would say, hey, come and direct with me, you know, usually with a partner, or work on this project. And so I kind of fell into it. I also fell in love with it, with the directing end of it. So
I love telling story, and you know, my wish when I was younger was to work at Disney Animation. So when I got there 12 years ago, I feel like, oh, my dream has come true. But so I didn't think I would become a director, and now it's kind of, I'm living beyond my wildest dream. And Disney Film has given me all these inspiration, made me want to become an artist, right? So my wish now is that I hope this film help people find their own inspiration and find the courage to pursue their own dreams.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.